Konnichiwa, and welcome to Tsuki no Ame, where we try Japanese sweets and treats. Today we have two treats to try from Sakura. So first is our Sakura cream cookie. So first off, I do want to highlight just how pretty this cookie is and its packaging. I really appreciate that. Very simple, but very well done. So apparently the cookie part of these are actually very thinly baked rice crackers. And then there is a cherry blossom flavored cream filling. Should be pretty good. I'm very excited for that. We're also going to try, this is our shrimp and mayonnaise arare. Fairly straightforward. It is a rice cracker that is shrimp and mayonnaise flavored. I'm not entirely sure how this is going to go. The packaging is cute, but I'm really not sure how it's going to go. I think this is going to be interesting. So with all that in mind, let's get started. Itadakimasu! Starting with our Sakura cream cookie. That did not want to open very well. That's okay though. Ooh. It does smell good. It doesn't have a super strong scent, especially now that it's out of its package, but it does smell good. I feel like I'm mostly smelling the rice crackers, but these are very, very thin. I'm not sure. There's not a lot of filling in there. It doesn't come as close to the edge as I would like, but I do think these are just really pretty with those cherry blossoms on there. That is just really lovely. That's really beautiful. All right. Okay. There really isn't a lot of that cream filling, and what little I did get, like, enough to kind of get the texture of it, I'm not sure how pleasant the texture was. Um, the senbei, really crunchy, very, very crunchy, kind of lightly sweet. I feel like that was most of what I was tasting was the senbei, and they weren't bad, but with it being a Sakura cream cookie, I really kind of wish that the cream had been a little more pleasant and a little more present. I don't feel like I really got a lot of that flavor in there. Um, so I think the sundae aren't bad, but if you get the chance to try, they're not bad. I just think we had better things in the box personally. But if you're curious about it and you want to try it, it's not like it's bad. Um, I just, like I said, I feel like we got a lot of really amazing treats in this box, that I definitely personally prefer and would recommend over these. But if they're there and you're curious, give them a shot. They're not bad. So moving on to our shrimp and mayonnaise arare. I think this one's going to be interesting. Yeah, I can really smell the shrimp. Sorry, part of it is the seafood curse where just something about the process kind of gives some of these seafood treats a bit of a stink to them. And I've noticed shrimp is one that is often pretty bad. So it did get a little broken in shipping, but considering how far these come, it's pretty. I'm really shocked we don't have more broken things. I really am. There's a bit of a spice and a scent to this, which is kind of interesting. All right. Okay. There's a little bit of a spice to it, and it might be I don't know entirely where it's coming from. It's really nice and crunchy. I really like the texture of it. Flavor-wise, I think it actually manages to dodge the seafood curse. There's a bit of the shrimp flavor to it, but it doesn't have, like, the old seafood sting that seems to develop during processing. So, I am really pleased to say that. Like I said, shrimp tends to get hit pretty often for that. Something about the process just does not always kind of work the way you want it to. But this one actually is pretty good. It manages to dodge the seafood curse. It has a really good flavor to it. If you're somebody who enjoys seafood and is wanting one of these seafood treats and is wanting to avoid kind of that old seafood stink, this is a great choice. It dodges the curse. It is pretty good. The crunch is really satisfying. I'll be honest. I think the crunch is the best thing about this particular ice cracker. I really like the crunch on this. Um, but yeah, no, that is really pretty good. Koshi says, so to recap, we tried our Sakura cream cookie, which was nice and crunchy. Not a lot of filling. The filling wasn't super pleasant. Not a lot of the cherry blossom flavor. Um, the senbei they weren't bad. They were pretty good. But it is one of those where I feel like we kind of got better sweets in this box. If it's there, and you want to give it a try, go for it, but I want to seek it out. We also tried our shrimp and mayonnaise arare, which was really nice and crunchy. It manages to dodge the seafood curse. There's a hint of spice to this. Really pretty good. If you're looking for something seafood flavored that doesn't have the seafood curse, this is an excellent choice. This is a very excellent choice, and also the packaging is just kind of pretty too. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like my shirt, the link for that is down in the description below. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Johnny.